go to this,
Italian
and then here's your chat right here. We're just gonna pop it out.
All the Italian.
No, I'm actually
just popped
roaring.
out, we're just
I'm
gonna
used to being up till about
grab
3
it.
or 4.
Slide it over there. I can't really see.
July 25th.
Happy Gilmore too.
It's the new Fantastic Four.
That's only for Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah, right now.
that's the only thing we could figure out. So we could just look from our phones for YouTube. You can still see the multi-stream.
Oh, okay. So you can go back with it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll be able to see everything in
Yeah,
one
so
place.
I can actually look up stuff without taking away.
Oh yeah, you won't. Yeah, that's you won't mess with
That was
anything.
the problem.
How much of the
We're
finals,
live right
How
now.
much of the finals are we broadcasting?
We're live.
It's 3-0 right now.
They scored again. Yes. Who scored?
Lily.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, I don't touch you.
Kachuk scored again. He's got a hat trick in the first
There's
period.
no way that was it.
It's not the first period.
Maybe that wasn't. I think maybe they just showed him, and maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not him
Yeah,
that
okay.
scored. They just showed him walking off, and I just thought it.
That'd be great if it was him.
Here, I'll check for you. Just go ahead and
Yeah, we're live, just so everybody knows.
No,
We're,
it was.
we're not being seen, but
It's definitely 3-0.
Now that I knew.
I got it right here. Yep. No, it was Lundell.
Okay. These are kind of cool. Dude.
can be.
So we need better.
Listen to Chuck it. Whatever
We
his
need
name
better
was.
these. The like if you try to put them straight up and
Well,
down.
don't do that.
I've been trying to get it on my tongue.
Yeah, it
Like
popped up.
it's sore.
I wish I could.
Saw that?
How much
Yeah.
I want to do this?
And
Oh,
zoom
yeah.
in and click,
You can
go
get them
with
that are
that.
touchscreen.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to spend that kind of money on it.
Both of his were power play.
All right.
Wait, did we
We'll see you. Thank you.
It's going. Yeah,
Please tell
we're
me that
live
you're
right
awake.
now. So this is time for us to share.
Oh, how'd you figure out how to do it?
You could mute us and play the.
Are you gonna have to fix my computer tomorrow or Sunday? Like, is it?
Yeah.
No, he
Maybe,
needs to,
if
but
it-
he's not going
if
to.
you get-
Check
if you
1
get
2.
on- if you
Check
get on
1
your,
2.
thing and it's zoomed really far in,
Are we not doing monitor?
Yeah.
no,
That's what that's for.
that's just Facebook though. That's not.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. Yeah, share it on
Oh,
Facebook.
that's not YouTube comments. Okay. Are we
You're
muted?
just catching up to that. No,
Slow, man.
you're real quiet. He said.
I'm really excited.
So I don't know if our audio's.
3-0 in
no,
the
it's going
first
through.
period.
Yeah, it's coming through.
Yes.
So I'm gonna share it. No, is it?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is. Wow. Grandpa Gretzky.
How is he still alive?
He's not that old. Hey,
I know,
Siri,
but
how old's
he's-
Wayne Gretzky?
He's was in the league for like 30 years.
Grandpa Gretzky.
He's only 64. He's only.
That's insane.
He's
Well,
only
didn't
4
he
years
play
older
for
than
like
my
30
dad.
years?
Oh, yeah, he played forever.
Each Thursday night, pop in, it's a vibe divine. Joey preaching sermons, holy truth combined. Josh cracking jokes, punchlines in overtime. Brett tossing zingers, his prime headline. Lights, camera, chaos, Collins laughs a roar. Audio alchemy, vibes hit the core. Streaming live blessings, kicking down the door. Pastor meets punchlines, it's a podcast war. Pod bless, hidden airwaves, you know the zone. Laughter and lessons straight to your phone. Scoot up to the mic, now they've all grown. Thursday night's lit, crown on the throne. Holy humor spinning, don't miss that crew. Joey holding wisdom with a joke or two. Josh twist stories, wild but true. Brett and Colin tag, laugh, therapy ensues. Sit tight, Thursdays, you'll never feel stressed. Podcast gospel, bringing pod bless. From the silly to the sacred, no contest. Every week's sermon, you tune, you're obsessed. Pod bless, hidden airwaves, you know the zone. Laughter and lessons, straight to your phone. Scoot up to the mic, now they've all grown. Thursday night's lit, crown on the throne.
Here we go.
On my tooth.
About to pull your tooth.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do live.
We live now? Okay. Welcome to Pod Bless Podcast. We are a few fellas who get together to share a little bit about our faith, but a lot of bit more about how to tickle your funny bone. I'm one of your hosts, Josh Williams.
I'm Joey.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Colin.
And
we-
this was positive.
And we've got
7 days to die.
we got Noah over on our EQs and computers.
We forgot.
What did we forgot?
We were going to pray.
Oh yeah, we did forget. There was a lot of hustle and bustle.
We could just pray right now.
We should have done it when it was like a blank screen.
All right,
Yeah.
now pray
But
for
let's
us.
just go ahead and pray. Who
you
wants to lead us in prayer?
Colin?
I vote the pastor.
Ooh,
You got me.
Let's
I'll
do,
pray.
let's do the quick one.
Let's do it. Okay. Lord, thanks for technology. Thanks for the ability to be able to communicate with people. Help us to just be Christ-like examples as we sit here and have a good time and podcast and all that stuff. And yeah, be with the show. Amen. Oh, okay.
And bring us all the fame and fortune that comes with being famous. In Jesus' name
wait,
we pray.
wait.
I'm just adding to the prayer. Amen.
The-
You can't.
I'm not sure.
You can't nix his prayer.
Yeah. Ben does it to me every.
You have my back. on that one.
Listen, Ben does it to me every night.
You
I'll
just
say,
go, wait,
I do a whole prayer, and then I'm like getting ready to say Amen, and he goes, "And dear God, please give everybody good dreams. If you don't,
Oh.
it's okay. If you do, everybody will be happy."
If you don't,
That sounded
will
kind of
hunt you
Trumpian
down.
right there.
He does it. He does it
Does
every
he have a
single
trump?
night. A trumpet.
I bet he could do a Trump in person. You were hitting.
Oh
the,
yeah, like put it.
you were
in
hitting the cadences.
Dear
of Trump.
God,
Yeah.
please give everybody wonderful dreams. Everybody
It's a
will be
beautiful dream.
extremely happy.
Big dream. Big.
Big.
We turned something so reverent into something so funny. It's what we do. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I've never heard someone pray literally for fame and fortune before.
You've never heard of the Bible.
it goes right into my segment.
Oh, good. How's your guys' week been so far?
VBS prep week. So
I hate VBS.
We have BBS tear down.
I like it. I wouldn't want to do it twice a year, but I like once a year. It's a fun thing. It gets people
Sarah-
involved.
Sarah really needs to invest in her retirement because I'm not going to be the 74-year-old guy coming up and setting up for VBS because his wife's still the children's pastor because she can't retire.
Nobody should. 74 is probably a good time to get out.
Sounding
Like,
Yeah.
oh, the little dude. Sorry, the little guy's asleep in the game.
Oh, little Ginger. He was.
Yeah, man.
I didn't mean it in a
60's
negative
a
way.
great age to retire. That's all I'm saying.
I'm retiring as soon as I can,
Which may be longer than you thought it was.
depending on the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah.
Easy there. You can't.
Colin and
family
Brett's
can't.
camera was just a
Your family
little.
can't what?
Our
was
family
just
can't
a
retire
little something.
Why?
because they die immediately.
Oh, just a little higher. We could
Colin's
watch
like,
the
I'd
game.
love to retire, but
I just have came to the fact that I'm not ever gonna retire.
Matt just commented and said, if Brett and Colin's camera was just a little bit higher, I could watch the game.
we probably need to lower it. If we're putting too much of it out, we will get nailed.
Yeah.
Because we're
really?
not purposely. Yeah, you can't broadcast.
Oh, do you have the read ready for this week?
It's in the
No, you have
slides. I don't have my book with me.
the. Oh, you don't have the. Well, we can wing it. The
We can wing
ideal
a read, right? We have the address and everything.
Should we do that at the beginning? Did you guys talk about that?
Last time we did
I've
it
been
right
late.
before the pod bless.
Yeah, we should have done it at the beginning. Oh well.
We
We'll
can
do it
still
again.
we can still do it now. We can be like, hey,
You want to do it right now?
here's a moment from our sponsors.
Where's your book?
I don't have my book today.
Loser.
That's why I said, do you have the address and everything?
I'll pull it up on your phone.
You're
It's
right.
true.
I sent the actual thing.
You
The
have
Word
the paper
document.
laying over here somewhere?
To just me or to the pod
I
bless?
think to the Pod Bless.
Okay.
I believe
Do you have the paper from last week just sitting over here?
No, it's taped in my
it's
book.
taped in his book.
Why do you do that?
Which book?
And then leave your
The
book.
book you have in your lap?
Leave
Usually, that's like this is the first time I've ever not had my book here. In
He's
200
going to go to
something
preach on
episodes.
Sunday and
Start reading an ideal.
Ideal supplies. That would be.
Fly. There's a fly. There's a fly.
I'm focused on something else right now.
There's 2 flies in this room, and I'm so mad
Destroy
about
the
it.
monitor.
Man, fellas, we have been texting quite a bit.
So
Wow.
I'll share with the listeners out there. I was at the house today, and I knew it was going to be a wild evening because I had to go to a church board meeting at 6:30.
All right, Colin, I can't find it.
What
Oh, wait,
happened at the
I
board
got
meeting?
Also, Also,
I got it.
I had to try to leave the kids with somebody before I could go to the board meeting, then leave from the board meeting and come straight here to the podcast, and also get gas in my wife's car. And then 2 good friends showed up at the house, and then Brett and Joey showed up. No, Courtney and TJ showed up. I was working with them while washing dishes and trying to cook dinner. And then all the kids were like, "Come watch us ride bicycles." And then Cece's like, "There's 2 strangers outside." And it was
she
Joey and Brett.
definitely like re-rolled up and she ran in quick.
I understand
Yeah.
not knowing you, but
No.
she definitely knows you.
We were in helmets.
That's true.
Oh.
She just saw bikers
knew us,
pull
Joey.
out.
That would be.
She was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, there's 2 strangers, and the skinny one's on the back of this other guy's bike."
Yeah.
Yeah, they were piggybacking each other.
According to our body sizes, we should switch bikes, definitely.
Just do it.
If you
Yeah,
give
that
me
sounds like a fair trade.
$5,000,
Straight up
you can
trade.
have it. And I don't even want to trade.
How about Brett's bike plus $1,000?
No, because I need to get out of. No, I need the cash.
So if anybody's looking for a good Harley, Joey's got one for sale.
It is a good bike. It needs a back tire.
If you love Harley and Jack Daniels, that's the bike for you.
No, I can't
does have-
afford to replace
It does
the.
have Jack Daniels all over it.
I can't afford to replace the vanity
Joe,
covers.
it's kept Joey
And
on
they're
the
really
straight and narrow
cool.
for years. Jack Daniels, that is.
That is something I don't like about the bike.
Anyway.
Anywho,
So yeah, but I did get through the board meeting, and it was a great board meeting. And then I got here
And
late,
it was a great
but we still got set up.
cast
Yeah,
night.
it's been wild west in here.
You want to do an ad read?
We can do an ad read.
You
I
wanna
don't. You just read off the stuff on the things
Sure.
on the slides. Do you have ad read stuff ready? The
No.
slideshow.
Hit the slideshow, please.
There's an ad from our sponsors.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you have some needs for hardware and or lawn care, everything.
Spring has sprung.
That's right. It doesn't say that, does it?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ideal Supplies, located right on the river in Kentucky across from Cincinnati, has all of your summertime, springtime
Yes.
gardening needs.
What's the address of that place, Josh?
The address is 512 Adele Avenue, Ludlow, Kentucky.
Boom.
They
What kind of
have-
things do they offer?
They have mulch of every sort, dyed black. Yeah, mulch
dyed
$38 a yard.
Even hardwood mulch.
They can do concrete work for you.
They'll
They
deliver
have-
it.
They have the trucks. They have the supplies. They'll bring it right to you. Pretty ideal.
No, well done.
Decorative rock. You name it.
All your landscaping needs,
and hardware needs for that
tools,
matter.
hardware, supplies.
Located
Everything.
conveniently on the river in Kentucky, right across from Cincinnati.
Don't go to those big box places. Support your local stores.
Would you?
Can I say that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's supporting
said
the
it.
local store.
Support your local store, okay?
Buy local.
Yeah,
That's
what do you
very
say?
true. Especially if you
Up
live in
the
the
little
northern
guy.
Kentucky, greater Cincinnati area.
Buy local, buy often.
They deliver and they do good pricing for what they do for you.
Yes. So head on down to Ideal Supplies in Ludlow, our first and currently only sponsor.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
We need some betting. We need betting for
We
that.
should just record
we should.
a whole video, and
That's probably not a bad idea.
we should go down to their shop.
Well,
Can we make donuts
Can we
here?
make donuts in your shop?
They'd be like, sure.
Yes.
Can I drive the concrete truck fully loaded? Just go to my house with it.
No, we need to get
Start
into the
pouring
drum
concrete.
when it's cleaned out. We need to shoot our ad from inside
We're
the.
spinning.
Yeah, slowly walking to
Tumbling
keep it.
over top of each other.
What?
fun.
Have you really?
Yeah, I used to have to clean them out.
I was gonna say, don't you have to take a sledgehammer in there
no,
and
you
like
take a needle gun, a pneumatic.
Tell him Pod Bless sent him.
enter code PodBless for 0%
That,
off?
that would be kind of cool. I need to text Tim and be like, hey, man, let him know Ideal. I'll be like, hey, I heard from you guys from Pod Bless.
We need to. Oh yeah.
And I'll be
would
like,
be
oh my
cool.
gosh, this is already paid
Ask
for
if we can have
itself.
a 10% off referral code.
Oh, yeah, Brett's needing some yard work done, some concrete work done.
No.
Are you not doing it anymore? The car
Scratch
replaced that.
Huh?
The car replaced that.
Yeah, the third kid. replaced
Oh,
that.
yeah, surprise. Congratulations.
Boo-boo!
You just now hearing that?
No, he heard earlier,
No,
Sorry, I heard 30 minutes ago.
an hour ago.
still. Good. Hey, that's a yes and moment. He's doing it for the show. What?
Oh,
See?
you're right.
You
I
gotta-
ruined that. Sorry, no.
But yeah, congratulations, Brett, on your third child coming along.
Hey, three's great.
Are you going to do the test where they can tell you everything about it, boy, girl, all
Yeah.
that stuff? When's that coming up? You know?
Sarah said you weren't.
I think
She said
well-
she wasn't doing that. The
Oh,
blood test.
Sarah doesn't get to make that.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, also Matt comments in said he got gravel from Ideal for his
Boom.
driveway
Thank
just a
you,
couple weeks ago.
Pod
Compliments of Pod Bless.
maybe if they say Pod Bless sent us, we get a little kickback. Is that legal?
they're talking about
that's us.
riding
They're
Vespas
sponsored.
after that.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody can
Oh,
hear him
okay.
anyway.
Is this?
No, he meant from sending people there. I thought he meant like from underselling them. At first, I was like, no.
So we
Oh,
talked. We talked about our week. We've talked about
Yeah.
or we've done our promotions.
Yeah.
We've joked about motorcycle riding and that Joey's actually going to sell his bike for good money.
I wish I could sell it for good money, but I think I'm just going to sell it for money.
Yeah, just regular old dirt money.
A money.
If are you going to jump into something? You're getting ready to say something.
No,
You look like you were gonna say something.
Yeah.
I'm just really trying to get this piece of food.
Yeah, are you okay over
What's
there?
stuck? Is it
you've
steak?
You've been picking
Chicken?
at that for a while.
It's stuck.
What is it?
What's stuck?
Chicken?
Butcher
from
block pork chop?
The Chinese restaurant.
Oh, Chinese
Ooh.
restaurant
So-
chicken does get stuck in your teeth
Are you-
quite a bit.
It's usually broccoli though.
So,
It might be. I did have broccoli.
so maybe chicken.
My
Broccoli's
tongue
the
hurts
worst.
so much from trying to.
Pine-
before
Wiggling
I
it
got
out
to-
and getting
That's
obsessed
the
with it.
worst. That's like the worst feeling ever. Like
Yeah.
if you
I
get
can't believe you're
something
not getting it out with a floss stick.
It's real. It's in there real deep, man.
You mean,
What I'm saying, I mean, it might not
you
be
want me to
chicken.
get it?
Yeah.
so that being said, I was going to have us
Yeah,
jump
but
into
you're
our
using
first
the floss
segment. Who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Can you hit Joey's music? Sit down and listen up to what Joey's got to say.
Matt said, I think someone might be ready for some reading glasses.
All of us.
I'm wearing my contacts. I can
I've
read
got
just
laser
fine.
eyes.
I can read.
I
I
do
got
too.
laser.
Me and Brett have superhuman vision.
Wait till you hit 40. It's disappearing. I didn't have laser eyes, but now I need it. Anyway,
When is it okay to fight?
when's
Right
it
now,
okay
come
to
here.
fight?
Yeah. When is it okay to fight?
Verbally or physically?
Physically throw hands, fight.
Never.
Okay. So the question stems from the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay.
So at the end of the last game, it was like 6-1, and they call it a line fight. It's where everyone on the line fights each other, right? So
Hey, Matt says you need a water pick.
he's right.
out.
He's
At
right.
home.
It knocks it out.
So think 5v5 fight on the ice. There's only 3 referees on the ice.
Okay.
So a couple fights are going unsupervised, right? They're fighting, they're brawling. And I was thinking about it today, and I was like, okay, first off, let's keep this in the beginning in the sports mindset.
Okay.
Is there any other sport where it would be okay for everyone, like imagine the starting 5 of the Cavaliers and the Pacers throw hands
Never.
in a game? They would all be suspended from the league. No one got suspended for this fight, no, because it's hockey, right? So in hockey, it's like it's socially acceptable and
awesome.
almost expected at times to
It's
fight.
one of the
It's
best
the
parts
only
of hockey.
reason to watch.
Yeah.
I
in case
don't.
of
I would not
fight.
say it's the only reason.
It's one of the best.
One of the best.
It's one of the reasons. I will agree with that. So first off, in this realm of sports, can you think of another sport where it's okay for just one dude to throw down and fight?
Baseball.
Yeah, softball.
No, but baseball doesn't quite.
Women's softball.
I would like to. Yeah, I would like to argue that baseball fights are the weakest of all sports fights.
I disagree. I think basketball is.
I think they're both the same. It's just a bunch
Actually,
of dudes shoving each other.
Basketball and football. I think baseball is the second.
The dumbest move in all sports fighting is when a football player punches another football player in the helmet
Yeah.
with his fist.
Matt commented and said no other sport. That's why hockey is great.
He's right.
That is
Obviously,
true.
I'm excluding combat sports. No,
Church league softball, Randy says.
What is?
when the baseball, when they run out of the bullpens
To do nothing.
to do nothing.
Yeah, Noah's saying the
Well,
dumbest thing in
if
sports is
you
when
really-
they clear
if
the
you re-
benches and they do nothing.
There has been some though where they have.
I was at the game.
Legit fought.
What was the Reds game? The Reds game with
Cardinals, yeah.
against the Cardinals.
Cardinals. Yeah.
And Brandon Phillips came out the bat, and was it Yachty? Yeah, and they were talking, and
He
he like
called him a
tapped him
bunch
with,
of B words the night before.
and he like Phillips tapped him with his bat or something, and they got in a fight, and it ended Jason
LaRue.
LaRue's career. He was getting cleated by Was that
Johnny
Edinson
Cueto.
Volk? Johnny Cueto, yeah.
Matt commented in and said soccer is weak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basketball
fights are pretty
I don't know
weak.
what's going on with my algorithm, but I've been getting a ton of baseball videos of like just crazy plays or like, what do you think the ump should have called? And there was one the other day where the guy, he called him a strikeout. And he looks up and he was like, man, you're having a really off day, huh? And he kicks him out of the game. He was like, I just said you're having a bad day.
Dustin said he figured out multi-chat.
Oh, that's good that you figured out multi-chat after you left the church. Thank you for coming in on
We'll
that,
see
Dustin.
it next week. So is there any other sport where it's acceptable? Do rugby players fight?
They don't have to.
I
That's a
don't
good
think they
point. The
do.
game
That's
is a
true.
fight.
I don't think they fight. They just like go
They just
at it.
line up and be like, okay, let's do this. And then they run into each other. As
We
hard
should
as
look
they
that
can.
up online.
No pads.
Indoor lacrosse.
Indoor
Indoor
lacrosse.
lacrosse does. He's not wrong about that. But indoor lacrosse is not big enough.
I have never understood lacrosse. Is it like hockey rules?
Yeah, basic. Well, not completely, but kind of.
But on grass.
Lacrosse is amazing. It's so you guys are like
You're wearing
it's so
skates.
physical.
It's too rich for my blood.
That's the
I
problem.
would love to
is
see
only rich
people
white
run
people
through a
play.
grass field in skates.
I heard Duke's got a good lacrosse team.
Duke?
Northwestern has a good one.
I don't think I've ever heard that
Women's.
phrase of anyone.
Never heard
Has
of
a-
it. There's like
Thank you.
fights and like really weird sport, like skiing. Like
Downhill.
yeah.
Like you're allowed to just elbow. Look, hold on, that's a great angle. What would be the
Head to head ski.
What would
speed
be the
skiing.
most ridiculous sport for there to be fighting in?
Bobsled.
I have a
Curling.
submission.
Badminton.
Wait, hold on. What'd you?
Bobsled.
Bobsled.
Flag
You're
twirling.
right. That,
Curling.
yeah, okay. That on the ice. You have to be on the ice. You can't be off the ice. Bowling. That would be when you come back.
I can
Yeah.
see that actually. I can see that.
Bowling.
happening.
That would be pretty dope.
I'm the only
No,
one
I got a
that's trying to take my
sport
skate off and try to stab somebody.
that they should allow fighting in. Golf. Once per 9 holes, you should be able to challenge another golfer to a fist fight. First one that falls to the ground loses.
Is there anything that says you can't do that now?
I know, but it's not that like you're competing against yourself, really.
I
In
guess.
golf, it's not like a
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
I'd be
mean,
fighting
Tiger's about
myself.
to close out, and then you can say, "Hey,
fight
I'm-"
yourself
Come on, make this putt stupid.
Then the athletes will have to cross train.
and dress.
Whoa.
I'm afraid to read that last comment you left there, Matt. I'm going to leave that one there. Swimming would be a weird place to fight, Matt says in the comments on YouTube. Swimming would be a hard place to fight. It's already, I mean, they're already roughhousing like crazy doing
I mean,
underwater.
your only
No, he's right. Sorry,
real
go
one
ahead.
would be drowning. Like
Yeah, that would be my
You'd have to
thing.
drown somebody.
Have you seen how high out of the water those water polo players get when they shoot the ball?
they
That's
kick their feet.
crazy.
They're not kicking the bottom.
They're swimming.
No,
They're
kicking.
They're
Yeah,
like flipping their feet.
They
out.
Yeah.
pop out like waist up.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
I
do
think I
it.
could do it.
He's right. Lacrosse means little war. It's how they would train for combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about like synchronized diving?
Native Americans.
Like Olympic
High diving.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, like you
Fighting
like
on, as you
midair.
jump. Who can get to the end of it first?
Yes,
you fight
You
to
just
the
get
edge.
speared off the edge.
and then
But you have to you have to
That would be terrifying.
That'd be
You have
awesome.
to finish in
gosh.
perfect form though.
Yeah, they still have to do the flip and everything.
I'm thinking of all the dumb, like badminton.
What's the tallest one they go to?
It's
like
hu-
it's like 40
huge.
feet.
It's meters, right? So hold on, let me.
You know which one I would love to watch? Volleyball fights.
Well,
Sand volleyball.
that's selfish.
No, could you imagine the slaps that go on in a
Oh my
volleyball fight?
gosh, they could really lay down
you
and
just
smack,
full laid into somebody, or like you're serving
and
the
that's
ball
all they
across
do.
the face.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh
they
my
do.
goodness.
I played volleyball the other day at a family get together from the distant cousins, and oh my gosh, my first serve, my back cracked from the top of my spine to the bottom, and I just went like it took my breath away.
33 feet.
33 feet. That's
10
pretty high
meters
up.
is 33 feet.
So 3 stories.
Yeah.
Right?
3 and a
Yeah.
third.
3 1/3 stories.
Church league softball.
Randy said, "Rich people sports are insane."
He's right.
It's true.
Fencing. Come on.
So this polo.
On the
Is that even
horseback,
a sport?
I was gonna say, does that really
Using the
happen?
club.
that's called jousting. We have that already.
It's true.
Yeah, but not like fist to fist. Imagine your horse starts.
You know how awesome it was going to the Renaissance Festival and
Yes.
seeing the jousting, even though it was fake, but it
Have
looked
you seen
real.
what they do now?
They do it for Armor Combat
I-
League.
Armor Combat
Yes.
Honest point here. I've
Yeah.
never been to a Renaissance festival.
Oh, we're
What?
going. Oh, we're going.
It's going on
I've
right
never
now.
been.
Dude, you'll never get
It's
a better
going on
turkey
right
leg.
now?
There's a Kentucky one going on right now.
We're going. You'll never get a better turkey leg in your life.
There's-
We
I
need to
never
dress
really
up and
do
go and film it. for Pod Bless. We
Dress
need
up.
to
Hold on. New
monks.
topic.
We're
here.
all monks.
Just
Hold on.
Do what?
Like on
role models.
role models.
Oh,
Kiss my Anthea.
Beth, I hear you calling. I've seen that one.
yeah. We should go.
What would you dress up as?
I think we should all be like monks. I would need to be a jester.
No, I'd have to be a monk, right? That'd be fun.
I don't know. You could be a priest. It just depends on the day you go. They have different things on different days. At the Ohio one or the
That
Cincinnati
movie's so
one.
quotable.
It is
So
awesome.
quotable.
I love it.
You white, you Ben Affleck.
You would have a turtle.
He's right. You are Ben Affleck.
But yeah, what would be your
He is
costume?
white. Yeah.
What would be
you
your
dress
costume
up,
for
if we had to go and
Renaissance?
dress up? What are you dressing up as?
I'd be a jester.
I'm going priest. I want the robe.
Bet
No,
you would.
monk. I'm going monk. I
Monk
don't
would
wanna
be
be
a good
associated
one.
with the priesthood.
We need to shave. We need to put like fake hair on you,
Yeah.
like a ring of hair with the bald spot
I
on
already
the top.
said eunuch.
A eunuch.
Matt said he's
I'm
in
going
if we
all
go
in.
as monks.
I don't even know.
Josh
what,
shows
what
up
are
as a
the-
Buddhist monk.
We should all
I'm
go
going
as
as a
monks.
knight.
Show up as
That's-
something from
that's
Knuckle
easy.
Time era.
No,
Knight.
same time,
sure.
different place of the world.
Be an expensive costume.
I know a metal guy.
We should work on. Yeah, come up in a
That would
full
be
suit of
awesome.
armar.
It'd be
Knight for
so
sure.
heavy.
Let's just go buy a ton of aluminum foil and make suits of armor out of aluminum foil.
Phil's trying to send you pictures.
Why can't I send you pictures? You can't send pictures in the chat,
Beth, I hear.
but you can text them to
That
me.
song's gonna be in my head now for the rest of the night.
home
right now.
Me and the boys is slaying.
I never heard that song before. Like I didn't know that was a
Sure.
cover. And so open me
I
up.
thought he just made it up.
I'm not a Kiss fan, so
I need to center our camera up. It's
Jeez.
a weird angle.
we have one fly in this room. And it's
Adam said Celtic Fest this weekend.
Oh,
They had Barbarian Weekend where they had fighting all weekend. That was a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow, Barbarian Weekend.
That would be
I'd be
insane.
afraid to go to that.
I know.
So we learned the game Coob. Have you played Coob with us? Some of you guys have.
Yeah.
It's like stick throwing game, and we learned it while at a Renaissance fair watching people impersonating Vikings play it, and it was so much fun.
Is it with an addle?
an oddle, the
How do you? Is it that? how do you say it?
oddle.
Axolotl.
No. It's a piece. It's a stick that you hold like this, and you
And
load a
it's
spear in
notched.
it this way, and then you throw the spear. It's how they think we killed like woolly mammoths and stuff.
When's your due date? Do you know yet? Matt was asking in the chat.
She thinks February, but she hasn't had her first.
Oh, it's
is it?
gonna be February. I thought it was January.
Maybe
Okay,
I don't
Late-
know.
beginning of the year.
late Jan, early Feb. Oh, we already named the baby.
But didn't tell her.
No.
That's funny.
That would be funny.
I already got one. Don't worry. I've already got the papers filled out. So early next
Low
year.
helicopter.
Yes.
They're
Sounds like it.
watching us.
You see the plane crash in India today?
Yeah, Courtney was telling me about it.
There was a plane crash in India.
Did you see that one person survived?
Yes.
Seat 11A.
Yeah. One person survived.
9/11?
240
Oh, 11A.
passenger plane.
It crashed into a medical hospital.
Killed 4 doctors.
Yeah.
Well, at least they were at the hospital.
I'm not sure that's how that one works.
Nope, it's not at all. Inconsiderate Josh is what that is. Oh, so
That's all I have. Just when is
That's
it
good.
appropriate to fight in sports?
Always.
Outside.
I mean,
You should
that
always
would
try
make
to
it
not fight.
a lot more entertaining if they all fought.
What I hate is when like a soccer player or a basketball, anyone in a non-contact sport,
Yeah.
they'll like drive to the hoop, lay it in or dunk it, and then act like they're the toughest people on earth. And I'm like, if someone really wanted to stop you, they could.
It's just not
It
allowed
just is
to.
prevented by the rules.
Honestly, basketball would be the most entertaining just because they're so freakishly huge.
Yeah, they
there'd
are
be so
monsters.
they'd have to wear pads. There'd be so many injuries.
But they never do. They never fight.
I don't need fights in basketball. I need slam ball.
They all think they can fight. That's true.
I
They're
need
all
slam
like,
ball.
I'm gonna get up
One of
on
those
you.
guys takes a knee shot and they're done. Because
The
they're all
football players.
7 foot tall.
The football
ba-
players are the tough ones.
To the baseball thing, if the teams really hated each other, when they ran out of the bullpens, they would just go attack each other
Yeah,
instead of running into.
baseball players are huge too.
But they never fight.
They don't look like it on
push, they
TV.
I don't know.
shove. They
did
rarely
you
throw
not?
punches.
Did you not see Amir Garrett go into the Pittsburgh Pirates dugout
That
swinging?
was 5 years ago now.
I
and
know,
that
but
was
it's-
abnormal.
There's every day.
I was gonna say there's one good one every year. I feel like.
Yeah, but do you know how many baseball games there are in a year?
Do you remember Jose Batista getting knocked out by her?
I do remember that when he squared up and then got squared up on. That was epic.
What about was it? I think it was the St. Louis again. He punched. Was it the Yankees head coach?
No, you're talking about when Pedro Martinez
Yes.
threw
Yeah.
Don Zimmerman down.
Yes.
Well, that was Zimmerman's fault.
Yeah.
If you're 75, don't charge a young man in the peak of his prime and expect him to just let you tackle him.
Right.
So
Like all he did was olay him, and he fell to the ground. Everybody acted like Pedro was the worst human being ever. I'm like, what was this 78-year-old man thinking?
live news from YouTube. They were saying the plane crash in India was from a big bird going through the engine.
Oh, wow.
Says a mechanic from CVG. It was a big bird.
The guy,
It looked
the
like it was
guy that
underpowered.
survived said
Like a
he was
yellow
like
one.
right before it happened, they heard a loud bang, like a loud pop,
Bird
and then they
strike.
started
Falling.
sending-
Yeah.
Those government.
There was a couple
birds.
other comments on YouTube that were redacted. I saw them pop in and they disappeared really quick.
What? What?
Man,
Wait, do you see the redacted ones?
Maybe.
Hold on. Wait, on our
I know.
chat?
No, in the
I-
multi-stream.
From Raiders is pretty good.
Yeah, that's the ones that got taken off of YouTube.
Oh, yep.
He deleted them on YouTube, or YouTube deleted them on him.
I don't
YouTube took
see
him
it.
down. You won't see it. YouTube took it down.
should have screenshotted them.
You're not live either if you hit the link.
Oh, you're right. Dang it, I want to see it.
But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't hear about the India plane.
I didn't either until I got home.
That sucks.
It looked like it was underpowered and just slowly dropped.
It was a Boeing. It was a Boeing 8.
787. It's the first total hull loss they've
I
lost.
heard it was an 800 series plane.
They don't have an 800 series, do they?
787.
No, the Dreamliner.
It was the
yeah, it was
70s.
7.
Courtney's
first one they've ever
Courtney's
lost.
a liar.
Your
She was
wife.
like, no, it was like an 800 something. And I was like,
Okay,
all right.
I'm gonna go tell people they're wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't
That's
make an
information.
800 yet. They might eventually. but
Hopefully not. At their rate.
Boeing. Did you know Boeing was involved in the Ocean Gate?
Yes,
sub?
I watched that last
Did
night.
you? Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, it was pretty
Were you
good,
guys
right?
together?
No,
No, can you
Like
believe?
this story.
his dad convinced me to watch it.
Did you wait? Which one did you watch? The Discovery Channel one,
The
or
one
the
on
Netflix one?
Netflix.
So there's a different one on Discovery you need to watch too. That I cannot believe how much that guy knew that thing was gonna
Yeah,
fail.
the guy was an egomaniac.
Every test failed. Every test failed.
You could
Okay.
just tell by the way the guy talked. He was like,
Did he not tell the
Psycho.
people, hey, every test failed?
Everyone kept trying
No,
to tell him, and
he
nobody
was like,
listened.
he went through like
He-
10 engineers.
Yeah, go
because
watch
he would
it.
they would get mad at each other
Yeah.
and they would just quit or he would fire them.
They'd be like, "You can't go down in this." They'd be like talking to him, like,
Carbon
"I care
fiber.
about you. Like, you cannot go down in this."
He had
Every
a car-
time they
a
went
carbon
down,
fiber hull.
you could hear
at
it breaking every time.
4,000 meters. Or,
yeah. And instead of stopping trying to use carbon fiber, they just added like microphones,
Yeah.
so they could find out if it was about to
Randy,
ignored
Randy,
the
who used to work
microphones.
on airplanes, said 787 Dreamliner. I'm pretty sure it's a composite aircraft.
Oh, airplanes can
In
be carbon
fact-
fiber. It's great for airplanes.
In fact, the dude surviving is crazy.
I heard he jumped.
I did not hear that.
I heard he jumped like last second.
I don't think that's how it works.
like he's standing in the aisle. What? He's timing out.
Like the Ninja Turtles. Ninja
All right,
Turtles
I'm gonna
taught
try
that.
this out.
This guy thinks he's Tom Cruise.
The cartoon Ninja Turtles taught us that if you're in an elevator falling down, wait till the last second and jump up, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's not actually true.
Yeah, it was a cartoon of Ninja Turtles.
You have to
So-
be going up just as fast as it's going down.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
jump really hard. I got big legs.
Let's
We-
try it.
We
Like,
were
super strong.
walking on the sidewalk there, and there's a sewer lid, and the kids were with me, and I was like, "Hey, check it out. That's where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live." And they were like, "What?" And I told them about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And they're like, "What is that
they've
all
seen them
about?"
a little bit, and they're like,
Dad,
they,
you made that all
they're
up.
like, "They live down there." I'm like, "Yeah, they're down there right now." Like I said, there's a rat down there too, teaching them how to be ninjas.
Does your sewer grate say "Ho of Kentucky"? All the
Wait.
Kentucky ones say "Ho of Kentucky."
Why?
That's like the company name or something like that. It's if you ever read on
Paying
the.
tribute to that
main covers and
one
stuff.
special.
Who else has a topic? You got
yeah.
you got a Seggy?
Yeah.
Can you hit Brett's music?
Sorry, I went
Story
long.
time with Brett.
It's kind of a double dip.
Yoo-hoo!
You don't? Okay.
I've
It's
not
not
done it
good.
official in a
Okay.
long time.
You feel like people are going to make fun of you?
I'll make fun of you. What are you going to say?
No. Colin's topic. He's scared to do it because he doesn't want people to make fun of him.
It's just not
Make
good.
fun of him.
Man, you
I
don't
already
have to
crossed
do
it out.
We're already at 15 till.
right, Brett.
What you got? I was posed the question while I was on my night shift at work for
Ooh.
the past 3 weeks.
Your hiatus from podcasting is what I call it.
Yeah.
I've already announced it twice, I think. on the
Yeah,
show.
yes.
Your mom's house.
He was not in on the joke.
At night.
No, I was posed the question: can you sell your soul?
Was somebody like
is it actually
offering?
possible? No. They
Oh.
were just posing the question.
Okay, not like, hey, sell me your soul, but like, is it possible?
Hey, I'm buying souls here.
Yeah.
How much? No, can you
I
sell
wanted
like
to play on that, but I didn't want that to go any further.
if you can sell your soul to the devil, like is it even possible?
Randy, sorry.
Is it possible?
Wait, are you asking us right now?
Yeah, that's the question.
I would assume, yeah.
I mean, it's a fabled tale from time to time, and we do believe in the devil. We do believe in demons.
So
Witchcraft is real.
What's the theory here? Like, how would that work out? You call him up?
I feel like it's
Six,
not.
six, six, six,
I feel like
six,
it's
six.
not like a. Can't like. I guess you couldn't sell your soul, but you could like
Dedicate it.
Yeah, like devout yourself to that. I guess.
I'm saying for like fame or fortune. So like,
I mean,
You're
like
talking
what-
about the traditional, like I'm going to make a
You're
deal.
talking about like Illuminati.
yeah,
like sign a contract, like the '90s movie Bedazzled. Do you guys remember that? We are talking with Courtney about it
oh
today.
yeah, that's right. You never saw that movie?
Elizabeth Hurley, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
It's really good.
I do
It was
remember
really
that.
good.
He,
But-
he tries to sell his soul, and she gives him 3 wishes, but like
She's not actually the devil, though. Remember that?
Right,
At the end,
but
you find
every
out she's an
wish-
angel.
every
Spoiler
wish
alert.
is
Oh,
sorry.
it's from the '90s.
every wish has like a tale to it that like
Yeah.
makes it not a good wish.
Like he. Well,
No,
the
we
one I
can't-
can
we
think of
can't-
is the one I
yeah.
can't talk about.
Yeah, that's
There
the
was
best
another one though that nope, can't talk about that one either. Wow,
You have to watch
maybe
the
I-
movie.
Maybe I shouldn't have watched that movie as a child.
As a child, no.
I was like 10.
anyway.
Any who's
Every wish has like it backfires on him.
yeah,
Well, yeah, that's
he
how
gets
the
what he
movie
wants,
goes.
but then
Yeah.
there's like a horrible thing about it.
Yeah. So you're talking about the classic scenario of like sign on the dotted line.
soul swapping?
Yeah.
Is it even possible? Is it even possible to do that? In your humble opinion,
I would say yes, due to the
Really?
fact I would say yes, it is possible. I don't think in the long run it'll work out for you because
How would
we
that even be
know
possible? Though?
you believe in spirits.
Yeah, but we're
How can you sell something that you don't own?
Yeah,
though?
you don't have it.
How this is my opinion because
Yeah.
of black magic and witches and stuff. I think all that stuff has real
magic.
connotation.
Okay, wait.
I'm
Oh,
just
magic.
telling you.
But do you believe that the sacrifice of Christ on the cross is more powerful than those things?
Well, yeah,
Wait, okay. So if you do, then you could never sell your soul to the point of not being redeemable,
Right.
which means
Right.
you never really sold it in the first place.
right. But if you
Yeah.
get yourself tricked into thinking that it's sold and that it's
Yeah.
yeah,
So the only way you could legitimately like give your soul away like that is to live every day in open rebellion against God, right?
Yeah.
And to die that way.
and most people that are willing to sell their soul to the devil, I feel like would be in that rebellion for quite a while.
But if I sold you the guitar on the wall, but Brett always had the power to come back and take it, it was never really yours, right?
Have you guys watched Sinners? This kind of hits on that.
I've not, but
The
I
new
heard it
movie
was good.
Sinners.
I did watch it.
It's
Is it super intense?
It is super
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Am I going to get politically preached at?
not really.
Okay.
There's a part of it that feels that way,
I
but
don't mind a little bit. I just too much makes me.
not the bad parts.
Colin.
I don't think.
You might.
I mean, the white man is the devil.
But I like Michael B.
movie.
Jordan though.
Well, there's 2 of them, so
I saw that.
get ready.
Yeah, I don't think you can sell your soul because
That's what Adam says.
Adam
There-
says you can't
Adam-
sell your soul.
Adam
'Cause
said,
you
"I
could-
thought you can't sell your soul because it doesn't belong to you."
Yeah, it's not like it's.
Well, I think that's how we get tricked, though.
No, I think it's gifted. I think you can live your life
we
against God.
we came to the conclusion that you can't sell your soul, but you get tricked into thinking you can. Therefore, living in sin is
Right.
what the devil.
I mean,
Would
anytime
want
you
in
have
that scenario.
unrepentant sin, you're risking your soul, right? So it's like putting it on the betting table and just hoping that you live long enough to.
Adam said he
redemption.
thought that's what they said at the end of Bedazzled too. Is that you can't.
Technically, you can't own your soul or whatever.
Yeah.
Matt and Mike were commenting on YouTube. I recently listened to a podcast from a Catholic priest who is an exorcist. It was pretty crazy. was he booked solid. He said that 98% of mental illness, but that 2% that is actual possession.
And 2% is wild.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's
I
terrifying.
don't like listening to them.
I don't watch any of those movies. I don't
like
don't
listening
play-
to the podcasts where they start like actually talking about ones they've been
Where
a
they
part of.
fought,
Nope.
fought
And
off
I'm
demons
like,
and stuff.
I don't like it.
Nope.
I had
I'm
a guy in my face telling me about it. He was a missionary and he went to a Native American. He was living on a
Reservation.
reservation, and they were trying to help this girl who has just acting wild and crazy. It was like, oh yeah, we need to get you out of this stuff. And as they were in the house trying to pray her through it all, there was big demons trying to break into the house, and he looked out the window and saw them looking at him. Like,
Nope.
I'm good.
yeah, because the witch doctor in the area or whatever they would be considered there was like trying to attack them through spirits.
Skinwalkers.
Do you think of the song every time someone says witch doctor?
Told the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He
Bum, bum,
said
bum,
that
bum.
ooh ee ooh ah.
King,
So,
king.
anyway,
if you could,
I think
if you
you do.
could sell your soul,
I think you can.
how do you
You
do
can't.
it?
How do you do it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you have
also,
to? Is it a?
I don't
like
think
a-
I can talk about it on live internet.
No, you definitely can't.
You
Oh,
go
Edmonton
to
scored. Dang it.
www.
sell your soul.
I think, I mean, if you look at people that are in fame that are all messed up and stuff like that, like Puff Daddy stuff and all this Illuminati-ish type
But
thing.
if they wanted to be redeemed, they would be. Like
yeah, but
they-
if you're
but then-
tricked
but
that
then
far,
that
But then they lose their fame and fortune.
that's a big part of the devil is selling a lie.
Right.
no, you can buy a lie.
The
That's different.
knowledge. What if they don't have the knowledge to know that the soul is not theirs? If they don't
Yeah,
have the
if
knowledge,
they don't know that
then
Jesus can be their savior.
right.
And then it's just
Wait.
like, why would I not sell my soul for fame and
But
fortune?
you still couldn't. You believing in Jesus doesn't predicate his power, right? So, like, if
So-
like his power is what it
Right,
is,
but you
whether
would
we
be
believe in it or not.
dedicating your life to that.
So here's
Thinking your
here's
soul
what
is
I
soul.
get from your
Yeah.
your line of thinking, and this doesn't mean anything. It's just what
Okay.
I could go in and sell my soul to the devil for fame and fortune. Let's just say for fame or fortune,
And then get redeemed.
but then plan to get redeemed, and so you're like double crossing.
There are definitely people who
The
sin in full knowledge of sinning and think, "Oh, I'll just ask for forgiveness before I die."
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
If you don't know how, it's okay.
You know, but is it?
So that's the same-
Is that- so
that
is it-
same thing?
So my question is, does God view that differently? Like if I know going into it that, hey, I'm going to do this thing, sell my soul to the devil, but I know after I get what I want from the devil, I'm going to repent like no other.
So just because you repent doesn't mean that you're saved from like earthly consequences, right? So Christian artist right now that is under a lot of scrutiny because of some things he made.
DC Talk?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that confirmed that he did those things, or did I just say allegedly?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Michael
Tate.
Tate.
Oh, I'm
lead
talking about a
singer,
different one.
A Newsboys. No, he was in DC.
He
Talk,
wasn't.
too.
okay.
He's the black guy in DC.
He's
a lot
lived
of-
his
Not
whole life like
Toby
in
Mac.
Christian music, and it came out that he sexual misconduct and drug use, I think, is the alleged accusation.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-mm.
How did I get there?
I think you just wanted to.
No.
say it on
No.
this
I was on a track there.
You haven't mentioned Hitler.
Oh no, I
yet.
remember that. Do I? Yeah. No. What I mean with that is he could be redeemed from that. Like he could pray and have forgiveness from God, but that doesn't mean that there's not still earthly consequences for
Well,
that.
yeah, there's
right?
earthly consequences, but I'm
Yeah,
just
so
saying to
He's
get to
talking about
heaven.
the soul.
So I'm saying you're saying what about the double cross? Well, there might be earthly consequences to that, but if there's true freedom in Christ, which we believe that there is, then there's no chains that the enemy could put on you that would prevent you from being redeemed.
Ain't no chance.
The
Yeah.
priest in this pod,
down.
the priest in that podcast said every time you sin willingly, you risk possession, getting possessed. But
That's
he's
terrifying.
But he's Catholic, so whatever. I'm just kidding. That's the podcast.
I feel like you
What?
there you
can't.
go.
This
did
is
it.
wrong. I feel like you can't double cross. Like God's gonna look down on that differently.
Right. Well, he's gonna. Isn't it
Mm-hmm.
in the Bible that like if you're knowingly doing it, like God's gonna
or he messaged they
take
Knowingly
more-
tell you no.
Right.
No,
well,
there's
he's
no-
gonna take more. He's gonna do more. Like I forget.
I don't
what was
think
gonna say.
there's no so there is no sin that can't be forgiven. People talk about the
Right.
unforgivable sin, but what that really is referring to is like if you're Jesus talks about that when the Pharisees watch him heal, and if you can see a move of God happen and call it the work of the devil, because that's what they say. They said, "What is
Right.
is this the devil?" If you can see Christ working in the world and call it the devil's work, then you're so far removed from even being open to being redeemed that at that moment you've made yourself not forgivable, if that makes sense. So like if you don't, in order to be forgiven, you have to first believe that Jesus is who he says he is, right? So like if you've already decided he isn't, and then in that moment you've stunted yourself.
Randy,
But that doesn't mean it can't change.
Randy commented in and said, "God knows the plan."
Also that.
God's plan. Drake, all the way full circle. Back to Drake.
Did we start at Drake?
Nope.
Selling your soul. Yeah, we did.
So no, I'm gonna officially say, but I
this
do
is
think
still
you can
really
risk
blowing
your
my
soul all the time.
YouTube keeps
Like I think
taking
people risk
Randy's
their soul
comments
all the
out.
time.
Yeah.
This is really blowing my mind, though.
What?
I can't fathom knowingly doing something, but then saying, "Oh, I only did this for the fame and fortune," but I'm gonna ask.
But
for
taking that
forgiveness.
chance, you don't die in the time it takes you to ask for forgiveness.
Oh, dude, people took their kids to R. Kelly knowing he was abusing them
We're talking about R.
No, no.
Kelly.
because they wanted connection to fame and fortune.
Michael Jackson.
They knew this
whichever one
guy
you want.
was abusing their children and kept taking them to him because they had a slight connection to fame and fortune.
I think that's all like looking at child stars.
Yeah.
Parents push their children into it,
Yeah.
into weird, crazy situations. I mean,
Yeah.
the Nickelodeon thing with that
Yeah.
that producer. Like-
The Greta Thunberg,
Yeah.
however you say her last
I
name.
don't know.
Thornburg.
That is like that should be child abuse.
She's
like-
not-
She went
she's-
over to Iran
she's
to
an adult now.
protest.
I know, but whenever like her big claim to fame thing, like obviously,
dare you?
obviously
her.
her parents were like influencing her like
Yeah.
heavily.
She didn't come up with that all by
heavily,
herself.
and she became like the poster child for that set of people.
I agree.
And like
I don't know. who
now
this
she's
is.
stuck with that.
She's a little German girl who came out there and was telling
How
people, "How dare you
dare
pollute the earth?"
She just got captured by Iran.
Yeah, she
She's
went over
coming
to
back.
protest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I feel the same way about her. Like
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know. I'm still
ridiculous.
Not, I don't know.
like
I feel like God judges that hard. Should judge that hard.
Why do you feel? Wait,
Should
you
judge
feel that
selling
way?
your soul, selling your soul
That
to the
doesn't
devil.
make it how God
No,
works.
no, I know, but I'm just saying that the act of knowingly sinning should be.
Judged.
I feel like
It is
in my
It
my
is.
brain.
The wages of sin is death.
Yeah.
So it is judged harshly. If daggone it, they scored again.
He's
Sorry.
watching that hockey game.
It's judged heavily. Like there's gonna be final judgment. Like you don't want to die with
Yeah, I know, but
unrepentant sin.
but
Was that the plan? Randy says.
They were up 3-0
if you
at the beginning of this
so,
period, and
I
now it's
don't know.
3-3. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
I think you're overthinking it.
I mean, that's my opinion. I gave it, but I don't know. I think spiritual stuff's bigger than what we give it credit for.
Oh no, I agree with that.
That's the only reason I say it. I'm not going to go out here and try to figure out a way that I could sell my soul. I'm just saying I feel like people have done it,
I think it
but it's all a
has a
trick.
lot to do with like the alien stuff. People think aliens are aliens. I think
Aliens?
it's more spiritual.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not thought about that.
I would say.
and it shows.
There's definitely an entire spiritual realm that we don't see.
Yeah.
Like I'm 100% convinced of that.
What in the Bible isn't there I think it's in Genesis where Lucifer is walking between worlds, like he's descending, walking down steps or something.
Are you talking about the WB Lucifer show?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
So
Because
there's,
he does do that.
there's a point where God asks Lucifer, "What are you doing?"
Is it when he kicks him out of heaven?
No, this is after he's already, and he says like, "I am walking the steps between worlds," or something. And
This
that's
is
it.
not ringing a bell for me, but I'm gonna go ahead
I'm
and
gonna say look it up.
we got some fancy Bible
This is a bit of
computers.
goog.
This is Colin
Job.
It's worth a go.
Job
Give it a
2
go.
2. Oh, as the Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered, "Lord, from
Where'd you
roaming
go?
throughout the earth, going back and forth on it."
Yes. So a lot of that people, I guess, some interpretations of that is like that, like dimensional, like
I mean,
walking between.
He says he's roaming the earth.
well, he is roaming, but he can only be in one place at a time.
Can he?
Yes.
Privet.
I don't think I want to. I've thought about that before. Like as spiritually under attack as I've ever felt, it's probably never been directly from, the devil himself. So I don't think I'd want to feel what that felt like.
I think I agree with Josh. You can sell your soul for stuff, but it's not really selling your soul. You're kind of getting tricked.
It's all
into
being
it.
tricked.
Yeah.
And if you think you sold your soul, you think that it's less likely
He's
that
just
you're going to get it.
telling you that to convince you to sin.
Well, I've already gotten my payment, so there's no way I should seek out God. And
No,
Tearing
I
you
could
further
believe
away.
that, but I don't think you actually sell it.
Yeah, you're just getting tricked into believing
Yeah.
you are.
I mean, if they're getting stuff for it,
But he doesn't have it.
How much is
Is
it
the-
right?
worth?
Yeah, he ultimately doesn't.
Are certain people's worth more?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Let's bless somebody.
You hit the blessed music.
Pod bless your heart.
Lordy
right.
mercy, we got a wild old fella riding a donkey and
We have a homegrown
Parts
pod bless
of
tonight.
Kentucky.
Hey,
I'm
it's not
excited.
legal here.
For those of you that don't know and are listening or watching the show, every week since the very episode for the past 4 years, we find, except for one episode, we find a news article about somebody doing something really dumb, and just like an old lady from a southern church says, bless your heart, we go and pod bless somebody's heart from these dumb news articles. Take it away, Joey.
This is from Murray, Kentucky.
Murray?
Murray!
Wait.
What?
Where is Murray?
I don't know. Do you know anybody know where Murray is?
By Cave Run.
Is it?
Yeah.
4.5
A
hours
busy
away?
bar in Kentucky had an unwanted visitor last week, and according to police, it was no accident.
No accident?
According to the Murray Police Department, they were on the night of June 6th. They were called after a raccoon was let into a business intentionally. They said the raccoon bit someone. Not long after that, they did a traffic stop on a suspect named Jonathan Mason, who was 40, who the locals affectionately refer to as Cowboy Cody.
Cowboy Cody.
Cody's not in his name at all. Murray police said he refused to get out of the car and they had to remove him. Police said Mason had to be warned he wasn't allowed on the property, which according to the news source is the Big Apple Grill and Bar. The Big Apple Grill and Bar in
It's
Murray,
just
Kentucky.
Applebee's.
Yeah,
With the Statue of Liberty in it.
yeah. Mason was arrested and charged with assault in the second degree, criminal trespassing in the third degree, resisting arrest, and failure of owner to maintain required insurance, first offense. So basically, this man, and that's him.
He looks like
he
Marilyn,
looks
or
like-
not Marilyn
I
Manson.
mean, picture what
Charles
you think
Manson.
he would look
Charles.
like, and
Yeah.
Okay.
that's pretty
And he's
spot on.
doing,
He was, according to the story, he was asked to not be at the bar earlier, and returned with his attack raccoon.
I wonder if that could be considered a weapon of mass
Was it
destruction.
a Kraken?
Ooh. A lot of raccoons in the news lately.
So I do have a question here. If you had to choose an animal you could pick up and take in your car with you to an establishment like that to attack or to get retribution on, what animal would you choose and why?
Lion.
You can't pick up a lion.
Small lion.
No.
A baby lion.
Cub.
Honey badger.
Ooh,
Duh.
that's a good one.
Honey badger don't care. Did you get it?
Snake.
You got it?
Congratulations, Brett. You got that
Kobe.
piece
For the
of
end of the
chicken
show.
out of your teeth.
Kobe.
a snake.
A
Broccoli.
snake?
And you
Yeah.
take it and eat it again.
A snake would work for Brett.
Snake.
No, I would never pick it up.
It would bite you.
It would.
Not always.
No, but it's your pet snake, and then you take it and it
Have you
It
attacks
seen
doesn't
you.
Harry
matter if it's
Potter?
your snake.
Have you seen Harry Potter? The basilisk?
I think a honey badger is the winner on this situation. For ones you can pick up and carry.
Mongoose.
Mongoose. Ricky
Mongoose,
Ticky Tabby.
honey badger are all really good.
They
I'm
fight.
going to go with a bumblebee.
Oh,
I was going to say alligator at
You
first.
could possibly kill some people.
with a bee.
Oh, yeah.
Goes
Oh,
in
yeah.
and stings one person.
I'm
Like,
getting
ah,
Find the
anaphylactic
one that's
shock.
allergic.
You train the bee.
Just throw an egg.
And you train the
taking
bee
eggs.
to
Wait,
fly.
what
at
do you
this
throw
minute.
first, a chicken or an egg?
Oh my goodness.
No would be in his truck on his way home.
Just throw a chicken in and hope it lays an egg as it's flying by. No.
So who do we have to bless here?
The raccoon or
You're
or the dude? What's the dude's name again?
Did the raccoon attack
Cody,
anybody?
Cody.
Cowboy Cody.
Cowboy Cody. Do what?
Did it actually attack people?
Yeah, it bit,
Yeah, it bit one
It
person.
bit at least one person.
I think that's who we got to bless.
No.
It depends.
No, it's the
They're
person
not-
being
They're
dumb.
not the dumb people.
It's Cowboy Cody.
You
It
got
has to
bit
be.
by a raccoon.
Oh,
yeah, that's
this is
pretty
not
dumb.
the first time he's done this, by the way. I think this is his second offense.
Yeah.
Thought
Hey,
I-
when
thought
you
I
find
told
the
How
you.
does
weapon
this
of-
guy keep getting raccoons?
They're free. Turns out raccoons are free.
Huh?
He had a donkey before, and that's what he rode into it.
Oh.
I don't know. Trying to trap a raccoon scares
like-
the poop out of me.
They are pretty wild. You had a whole litter
Yeah,
of
that wasn't a
raccoons.
You
raccoon.
had possum.
That was a possum.
yeah,
They're
possums.
less
I hate
scary.
possums.
Well,
They're-
they play dead, and they're like, oh,
They're
no.
freaky looking.
They
Yeah,
freeze.
when they show their teeth, but they're really not that scary. But a raccoon,
possum,
I watched
that's
a
right.
raccoon. I was trying to get a possum. I watched a raccoon grab the cage, and he was dragging it across my deck.
Oh, we had a bunch.
Get into it.
We had a bunch of animal ideas for from YouTube.
Hit me up.
Let's see. Randy said a cinnamon flavored Brett. The stick, I guess.
Oh.
So Matt says Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Then Matt says cobra. Then Matt says feral cat. Then Randy says the Pope.
Did you guys see the picture of the Pope in the White Sox hat?
Oh,
Yeah.
the Chicago Pope.
He was rocking the ball cap.
And then Matt says a bunch of roosters.
Oh,
Those do get pretty wild.
that's a low key good answer.
A bunch of drunk people though aren't going to be too afraid of roosters. They're going to be like catching them, like uncommonly catching them. Like I got one.
Just like one hand in it.
Yeah, I see.
Are you supposed to do it any other way?
Well, I just see drunk people being fearless in a sense of catching an animal. So like if you release an animal and a bunch of drunk people, there's going to be somebody pick up a cobra and be like, I got him. Look at that. No?
bit
Okay.
me.
So
Charlie bit me.
Huge.
Cowboy Cody,
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
he probably needs that.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to the have you seen the reptile exhibit down in
The zoo? Yeah.
by the gorge?
Yeah, I've been in that one.
Yeah. Have you seen the cobra they have there?
They have a cobra now?
Yeah. It is
Big dude.
massive. It's like 8 feet long.
Why do they have
Wow,
a
that's
cobra?
That's
It's a
disgusting.
reptile house. They have goats too.
It's
Super small.
Don't they have goats as well?
yeah.
That's
Like
what the
goats are
cobra
flying around
is.
Have
outside.
you guys ever been to the reptile museum down underneath the bridge in Covington?
They have a guy there named Cobra.
Those are lot lizards. They're not
No, his name's Snakes.
real reptiles.
My name's Snakes.
Snakes.
Matt
Like
said
I've
I
heard
forgot
that name
about.
somewhere
Matt said
before.
I forgot about the penguin. And Randy said, "Why do you think that, Josh?" I'm not sure what he was talking about.
If you could have one animal
30
that you
seconds
just
ago.
was with you every day, like you got to carry around,
you could
and
have
was
a
your
pet
buddy.
that was cool.
What would it
Monkey.
be?
Like a little.
Wait, and it's completely trained.
Yeah, it's like your bud.
It's gonna have to be chimp.
Yeah, that's what I'd
Yeah.
I want a platypus.
Oh, Perry
Like
the
Perry.
platypus.
Like, pet it.
You're gonna put
Hey,
a top hat
They
on?
they have poisonous
Fedora.
barbs.
Oh,
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
It's
they
not a
actually have
Ford-
poisonous
it's a
barbs.
fedora. Yep, look it up.
Did you not
He
know
wears a
that
fedora.
too?
I did. Yes.
They have poisonous barbs.
Um,
maybe I don't know what a fedora is.
Fedora
It's the
is.
hat.
Jason Mraz
It's a
hat.
scat hat.
Joey wears them sometimes.
You've never seen me wear. I don't have a fedora.
It's what losers wear to be
No,
cool.
you're talking about a flat cap.
Oh yes.
I don't have. I have flat caps. Noah doesn't know hats.
That's what losers wear to be cool. Joey has a ton
No,
of them.
I don't. I don't have a single fedora.
Matt commented in and says, "I want to see that cobra. That place is creepy down there at the gorge."
It is. It's like a bunch of sheds that they turned
It's like,
into.
yeah, it's like if my brother was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start a reptile house," and he just caught a bunch of stuff and threw it in a shed.
We went to a zoo in Maine, if I call it a zoo, it's gracious. But this thing, it didn't have metal fences. It had like chicken wire, like
That's
like,
how this place is.
and just like large cats. And you can walk right up to them, and they're right there, and they just don't jump out for some reason. Like a moose right up in your face. You know how dangerous a moose is?
Mooses are menacing.
Crazy.
Have you ever heard of it's in Bowling Green, the Down Under?
Oh yeah.
Kentucky Kingdom? No.
Kentucky Down Under.
Is that where we did a pod bless for them because someone stole the kangaroo? And the guy said, please bring it back because they eat a super specialized diet. And if you don't, it'll die. And we never found out. What happened.
Randy also asked, would you guys like to buy any raffle tickets for guns? The drawing's in July.
We talked about doing that for Father's Day.
He's a part of a gun club.
Oh, what gun club?
Can't tell you.
Miami?
They
Miami
have
Township?
different ones. They've got 2 or 3 that are part of the raffle. And they're only like $10.
He lives in Ohio,
per
right?
ticket. Yeah, he's in Ohio.
Probably.
Capybara,
Honey badger. Bear cub.
Monkey's a good call. I think having a monkey is fun.
If you had a little chimp with you, like a Abu.
I think a sugar glider. I'd like to have a sugar
Oh,
glider.
that's
just on my
I want
shoulder.
a silverback.
No, it's got to be something small, Brett. Come on.
Sitting in your car beside you.
He's in the back of the minivan
what's
just
that one
chilling.
Zookeeper movie with
Yeah.
Kevin
Oh,
James?
yeah.
That was pretty good.
Your car
Here
would
I
sit-
can drive. He crashes right away. Get out of the driver's seat. Oh, it's called Ohio Dog and Game. That's what Randy was saying. No, they're raffling weapons of mass destruction. I can't talk to it.
mass
If you like the show, tell your friends about it.
Okay, hey guys, you ever heard of Pod Bless?
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm telling my friends about it.
All right.
Tell your friends about it. They'll probably like it too.
We're gonna
Like us on all the
Joey's
places.
gonna raffle off a fedora.
Ooh,
I don't have one. I have to go buy one.
Stetson.
Better be the good one.
Wait, is it Stetson?
Stetson's a cowboy hat, right?
Yeah.
I think we should.
But I
raffle
feel like
off a
they make
Rolex.
the top hat like
Go ahead and buy
hats
one.
too.
They probably make a lot of hats.
You can get a hat made over at Boot Barn over in Florence. You can get you a hat formed.
You
There
ever
was
watch them do that on the video?
Oh yeah, I've watched people do
It's
it.
pretty cool.
There was a guy at church who came in with a cowboy hat. I was like, dude, that's sweet. Where did you get that? And he was
Camping.
like, Boot Barn.
Didn't Matt?
Oh yeah,
got
Matt
one.
has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's got a
But
big
they were
formed
forming.
hat.
Are you going to start wearing a
'Cause
cowboy
I called
hat?
him Pharrell.
Oh yeah, I can hold that up. I'm gonna start putting these up everywhere. You guys seen this? Pretty cool.
Ooh,
Pretty
I didn't know
awesome.
you had them printed.
Yeah, I went and had some printed. I want to try to do
Nice.
more. I don't know when it's going to show up on the screen because it'll be 30 seconds later. It looks good. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to start posting these up everywhere. If you guys want some flyers advertising the show and want to play some places, just let me know. I've got a few.
That's it. We should all get some of those, and we should go to the Renaissance Festival
And just hand them out.
and hand them out.
These are
He's
nicer
right.
ones. You can get ones to hand out for stuff like that that'll be cheaper to make. These
It's
are like,
such an approving laugh.
yeah, geez. I got ridiculed because I made it a white Jesus.
I did say, yeah,
No, not by you.
he's too white.
So 2 people ridiculed me.
Sarah would ridicule.
His
she'd be
hair's
like,
too,
"He
his,
wasn't a white
his hair's
Jesus."
too clean.
I heard a comedian talk about this actually. It's a good topic to bring up. So everybody was like, Jesus was Middle Eastern. He was dark complected, blah, blah, blah. But you have to remember, yes, his mother was Jewish and from Middle East, but his dad was God. And we all know God is white. So pretty spot on if you ask
I like
me.
that Colin saw where that was going, like way before.
That is actually a good point. Not the fact that God is white. No, not that. Hey. No. His dad was God,
Yeah.
so he could be
Anything.
any race.
All we know is that there was nothing remarkable about his physical features.
Do we?
And it was it's most commonly agreed that he probably looked just like a normal person from that time.
Yeah, by a bunch of woke church
Well,
people.
By
No,
the Shroud of Turin, I would agree with that. So.
Yeah, he just a normal guy.
Me too.
By appearance wise, he was not a normal guy, but appearance wise,
Matt commented in and said, "That's a really Caucasian Jesus."
that's kind. I think that's part of the joke. Maybe.
Amen.
Yeah. No, I think it makes it funny. Somebody said, "Is that my buddy Jesus?" And I was like, "No, that one's kind of sacrilegious, but this is just a happy, laughing Jesus because he's
I don't
listening
know
to the
my,
podcast."
What's my buddy Jesus?
My buddy Jesus is
Should I
from
Google it?
Dogma, the Kevin Smith movie Dogma.
Kevin Smith, like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my buddy Jesus is like, "Oh yeah, that's the Jesus you take with you when you go out drinking." You're like, "Ah, it's my buddy." Hey, when you're doing stuff you're not supposed to. Yep, that's my buddy Jesus. Sacrilegious, pretty much.
That's pretty sacrilege. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just saying, like, he's cool Jesus. He's the Jesus I take with me when I go to the club. Because it's like, I got you, man. You're good.
He's like wingman.
No.
All right. Well, hey, been a good show tonight, fellas.
On behalf of all little people.
Are we not doing a show next week? Or are we gonna
Why?
I'm gone.
Why wouldn't
VBS? I'm assuming we're gonna be drained by Thursday.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not teardown night.
Okay, you're right.
I was gonna
So
say,
maybe we will.
I'll leave
that's
my
not- I
camera
mean-
bag with you.
All right.
You guys can square that away, and hopefully you'll have the full chat up here next week.
Yeah.
I agree. Anybody got
Uh,
anything else?
Are all hearts clear?
I think so.
I think I'm probably getting in trouble after this episode.
you'll
I'm
be
going to try to do an open mic in Gatlinburg
Ooh, let me know when.
because I'll have
In Gatlinburg, you're gonna
Next
drive down
week.
there. Yeah, he's going down there next week.
Oh,
while you're
for
doing
vacation.
I
VBS
thought you meant you were planning it out like
Oh,
in long term.
I'll be there.
long term. Yeah, I'm going to travel to Gatlinburg on the weekends.
That's what I legitimately thought. I apologize.
No. We're going to be down there
I'm
for
an
a week,
idiot.
and I'll have backup to watch kids. So I might try to catch an open mic and do some comedy
Dude,
down there again.
going away to do that is the best because if you bomb,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah. The hard part is like I really do a lot of me being a redneck stuff, which is hilarious in Greater Cincinnati. But
I was
there,
gonna say,
everyone's a
they're gonna be
redneck.
like, no, you're not.
You,
Yeah, like
you hit the punchline. Everybody's like,
hello everyone.
"Yeah, my
so
sister's my cousin too."
I'm such white trash, and they're like, "No, you ain't. You're wearing a button-up shirt, loser. Get
Your
out of
wife's
here."
a
Go to Louisville.
doctor. Yeah, she-
Go to Louisville.
Yeah, people would eat it up in Louisville.
he's right. Too much though. You'd be like a sideshow
Yeah.
jester type.
I did write a new joke about my grandpa with dementia. That's pretty solid. I like it pretty good. I can't say it on the show; it'll
Can't
ruin it.
Give his material away.
Yeah, I think that's ruined for comedians trying to do podcasting and stuff because they use so much material. Anyway,
A lot of them though get material.
I go back to old episodes and find stuff sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, we did that as a bit, and like I can use that as a bit as well. But anyway, sorry, I just started talking about that. So wish me luck.
Do
if
we
I
get
actually make
royalty
it
for
happen.
that?
Yeah.
No,
we do.
I've not got anything for
10%.
it.
We'll take 10%.
10%. 60% of all your future
I
earnings.
just trademarked all your jokes.
Thanks. I think
We own your likeness.
I just trademarked well daggum.
you can own that fart.
All right. I'm Joey.
I'm Josh,
I'm Brett.
I'm Colin.
That's Noah.
and
And
this was Pod Bless.
It's Thursday night. Pop in.
It's an alright
it's
show, I
about to
guess.
find.
I enjoyed it.
YouTube
Yeah,
was
good comments.
blowed up.
I told you we get more on YouTube.
Well, it's because I have good committed friends. Randy says my messages keep getting deleted. He literally, he just kept commenting in, and YouTube was taking his comments down. Matt said, knock, knock. Yeah, I just kept looking down, and I'd see Randy's comment disappear. Nothing really.
Thursday night's lit, crown on the throne. Holy humor spinning, don't miss that crew. Joey